All right, so I shared a link with you, and let me log out. I shared a link with you, and the link has a different details that takes you to your coupon or to your account. Now, the link which I shared with you is taking you to this one, exam appointment booking link. Will take you to the link where you'll be booking for your exam, right? I shared the link already with you. Kindly just go ahead and follow that link. I am receiving quite a number of phone calls. I don't know why people wait for this time to call, like the world is coming to an end. So you receive that email and it will take you to the appointment booking page. This is what you're going to do. You read through the details of what is required. I clearly elaborated the procedure here. I said we shall use 3 pieces of information: the exam registration link, authorization code, or appointment code. Usually these two mean the same thing, and the exam voucher. It's actually not a code these days. Now it's just a voucher. And I posted number 1 and number 2 already. Number 2 is not yet posted here, but I'm going to post it. And I will expect everyone who qualifies, that means everyone who received an email from me, to follow the link, to log into their account, and change the country of residence. If it is not Uganda, please do that if you want to get the certificate. And do not change it until when I tell you, you know what, your results are back. Now you can go ahead and enjoy yourself. I will tell you, and you'll be able to change your details to whatever you want. Edit your details by clicking the edit button and update accordingly. Now, I have, in the meantime, when you're introducing yourself, I also wrote down a kind of detailed procedure. Please follow these procedures very well because there's no margin for error. There's no margin for error. Kindly follow the procedure as indicated, because if you have errors, then I'll have nothing to do for you. I repeat, if you get errors, I have nothing to do for you. It's supposed to be straightforward. Just follow the simple instructions. So like I was previously saying, you're going to change your country of residence to Uganda. And if you're not from, you choose any province that sounds nice to you. In case you get here and your country of residence is not showing Uganda, kindly go ahead and click on edit. After clicking on edit, change it to Uganda. But I assume that everyone now by this time has those details already. Then 2, open this link, the invitation link, which I shared with you. Let me just make it a link. Open the invitation link, which I shared with you, and go ahead and sign in if prompted. Usually by default, it asks you to sign in. Let me elaborate while I am doing that. So this is the link. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it in here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and paste it in there. So when I paste it in, if you have not yet signed in, it will ask you to sign in, just like you see this. And it will take you, come to our website and it requests you to sign in. The volunteer who allowed us to use her account as a demonstration, thank you so much for your generosity. So you are going to click on sign in, punch in your user ID, your password, and sign in. If you're having sign-in issues, cross-check with your user ID and password. By now, I expect that everyone can sign into their account effectively. So after signing in, this page will look something like this. Once again, they will remind you of their details. They do so because they want to make sure that everything is as far as you know. They go ahead and they tell you, this is your personal information. If your ID number and name must be exactly, if you are not able to, if you are different, they will not be able to take the exam. And if you have submitted the exam before registration so that your name can't be edited online, please send those details. You can ignore them, but they make sure that they provide you with your details here so that you don't forget. Our area of interest is here. Make sure that you change those details to reflect as you exactly you see here, country of residence and any province from Uganda. Now at this stage, They will ask you, you also be able to see the ID number and the local ID. And if you encounter difficulties during identity verification, learn more for help. You go to that page and find out what could be the issue. But at this point, they'll ask you for an authorization code. They'll ask you for an authorization code. So sign in if you are prompted with your Huawei details, find the appointment details, and fill in the authorization code. Now, there are 3 sessions for that day: the morning session, the mid-morning session, and the afternoon session. And members, remember that first come, first serve. So kindly just choose a session you feel comfortable with, one that you feel like you want to do the exam. But the deadline, ignore this deadline. In fact, let me change it to reflect the real deadline, because this is Chinese deadline. The deadline is 22nd, which is today. 22nd, 22nd, 22nd. 19, like I had communicated, 19, 19. Okay. So this is the appointment deadline. In fact, let me also color it red so that you keep remembering what the appointment deadline is for booking the exam. You miss a deadline and come to me saying, Mr. Sandy, help me. I was doing this, I was sick. I'll have nothing to do for you because the deadline would have been missed. So this will be the time for the exams. Colleagues, am I audible?
Can I ask one question to you?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Is the question related to what I'm talking about now?
Yes, yeah.
What is the question? And make it
Actually,
brief.
the question is that here we can see the that this authorization code for the security. Is the same for the cloud, or it
This
would
is
be
security.
different?
I'm demonstrating. This is a demonstration. If you are
okay. Thank you.
This is a demonstration. If you are a security student, I'll share the details for cloud.
Sir, is that time for Uganda only? 9 a.m.
All the times I communicate to you are from Uganda, Nairobi, East Africa. So you convert it to your local time.
Okay, got it.
So, so the appointment deadline, you need to do this exercise before end of today, before close of business today, before 7 p.m. Make sure that you have done this exercise. That is enough time because it takes like about 2 minutes to complete this exercise. So expect no excuses. So we were on the part 3 where we said find a field of appointment details and fill in the authorization code. So at this point, let's say I want to do my exam in the mid-morning. I'll go ahead and copy this code. Please copy, do not retype in because you'll get errors. Just copy. And as you can see, even here, it is showing you that you paste in here. After pasting in, you press on search. So after entering the appointment code, click on search, and then the details will appear like the way you are seeing here. So I'll go ahead on the page, which I was using to demonstrate. Lauren, are you on call? Lauren, are you on call?
Hello, Mr. Sandy.
Okay.
How did you get to the page?
Okay. So after you doing that, you go ahead and paste in the code, right? And you press on search. Let me just confirm with this one and paste in the code. After pasting in the code, go ahead and search. After searching, it's going to bring the exam you have selected. It's a security, English, and the time of the exam. Let me say I wanted to do the one for afternoon, which starts at 2 p.m. I'll go ahead and copy this code and then paste it in here, right? Copy, paste in and search. And as you will see, the details which will come now are for the afternoon exam, starting from 14 to 15:30. Please note that this time is Ugandan time. You convert it to your local time if you want to come into the right class. So at this point, you take note of the language you have selected. Please do not change any language. Good enough nowadays they don't give you more languages. People used to select Chinese and they would be unable to do the exam. And also the time. Kindly confirm the time. Keep note of it that I've selected this session of 14 to 15 hours. After doing that, scroll down. Because you have an account already, you have a voucher already on your account. And they will tell you that coupon available. You have one coupons available. If you have a voucher, you can enter the voucher code to appointment for the appointment. To the appointment exam. I think they have English issues there. So you go ahead and select discounted opportunity because the academy has discounted all the fees for you. As you can see, this is the price of the voucher. You're not paying it, but the academy actually has gone ahead and paid that money for everyone who is here and for everyone who has qualified to do the exam. So you go ahead and select discounted opportunity. And you go ahead and select, as you can see in the country or region, it is bounded to Uganda. That's why the people who did not select Uganda did not get this voucher as a country of residence. So go ahead and select this one. Click on that button. I hope you are seeing me clearly. Select discounted voucher, select on that opportunity, make sure that blue icon is ticked already. At this point, go ahead and select as per the Huawei management. I have read and I agree. If you don't check those things, then the next button will be null and void. So go ahead and select next. And after selecting next, it will load for some time, show you your details. Please submit to confirm your personal information and appointment information. They tell you these are your information details, and the exam appointment is on this day from 14 hours to 15 hours. This is the time. And this is the country of region and the available quantity. Now, because I've taken this already, now the available quantity you can see has reduced. Initially it was 50, but now the one has been reserved for me because I'm booking for it. So the available quantity now would be 49. Like I told you, first come, first serve. So as soon as you get the communication, more so for the people for security, your appointment code is already available. I'll share them. For cloud computing, they are coming in later on today. I'll share with you, and I'll also share with you the deadline in a detailed document that you will receive. So do not worry about that. So I'll go ahead and click on submit because I'm happy with those details, and then it will load, and then boom, my details will load successfully, and it will take me to my appointments page. Now, this is the screenshot that I need you to take and fill in the form which I requested you to fill. Because the instructions here say that after clicking on search and verifying that my details are the same, fill in the rest of the details, especially the language and exam time, select the coupon code, and the system will ask you for the voucher code. Okay, you're not supposed to send a screenshot here because it's a new class and things have somehow changed. Okay, select the coupon code system. Select the coupon code and then we'll ask for the voucher. So go ahead and select the voucher with the code. Go ahead and select the voucher. Like you can see here, select those two and then click next. And then after that, you go ahead and submit as in a rush when I was working on this. So cross-check with the information like you saw the way I did, and then after submit, after confirming, fill in this form. And now this is the form which you'll fill in after confirming that you have done due diligence, that you have filled in your exam. So go ahead and let me just illustrate here. So I'll copy the code of that form, and then go ahead and go to that form, and then Hcia security appointment exam, No margin for errors. Please read and fill in the details and upload a screenshot of my appointments page. The name and photo associated with your Google will be recorded when you upload files and submit this form. Okay, I agree. Not Sandy Samuel, you can switch an account. Now it will be showing your account. So at this point, you go ahead and provide your email. Now attach the appointment screenshot. So I'm going to take a screenshot for my appointment. This is a screenshot for my appointment. I'll just hover over it and then go to my snipping tool. You know how to get a snipping tool on your computer, or you can use the shortcuts if you want. So I want to take a new nib. I want to play, I think 4 seconds so that I can get the hover over it. And that is the appointment details I want. So I'll go ahead and take a screenshot of that, showing my user ID up there. Taking a screenshot. Go ahead and select, showing my user ID. After taking a screenshot of that, I go ahead and save it on my desktop. And I call it my name, which is Lauren Kansime. And then I go back on my form, which was filling in the form here. I'll go ahead and say add screenshot, and then select and browse from my PC. I'll go ahead and select desktop. Go ahead and look for that Lauren Kansime picture. That is a picture. And then go ahead and select upload. Please note that you can only upload once. So do not upload something wrong and submit and think you can come back and edit later. Now, what is the date of the exam? I have selected to do my exam when. I can even go back to my appointment code to confirm. When is my date for my exam? The exam is on 26th of July. So I come back here and select 26th of July, which will be that time. And what is the time for the exam? I selected on my appointment. The exam will be done if I'm not sure here, I can click on details, and then it takes me to the details where I'm able to see that the exam will be done at 2. The session here, it will be done at 2, which is 14:00. Filling that time. After filling in that time, surname, then that is when I can now put in Kansime, other name, the Huawei user ID. Make sure you don't misspell things. If you have issues with spelling, just go ahead and highlight your username, copy it, and come back to the form and paste it in. And paste in the form, and then provide your number, and then you go ahead and you submit the form. And then you go ahead and submit the form. And then your detail will be captured. After submitting, it will show you something like this, like good luck, where you can even edit your response. It will even go ahead and send you, I think, an email on your email telling you that your response has been captured. I think. Okay, all right. So basically, that is it as far as booking for the voucher is concerned. So I'm going to go ahead and paste this information, send you an email with all these details, and also go ahead and send you this document on Telegram or on WhatsApp. I expect you to start with the process as soon as possible. For security. Now for cloud, I have not yet received your details because of network challenges. But I'm expecting to get the appointment code soon. And as soon as I get it, I'll be in position to communicate with you. As you can see, I'll be in position to communicate with you. So that is what happened. And I'm still waiting for the one for the security, for cloud computing. I hope that is okay. So thank you so much. I'll stop the recording from here and request you, when you see the communication, kindly go ahead and do the appointment code. It is very important that you fill in that form. If you don't fill in this form here, after when the time expires, I'll go ahead, because I can see that people who have not yet got vouchers, we shall go ahead and assume that you're not going to do the exam because you have not gone ahead to let us know that you're going to do the exam. And then we shall recall the vouchers and then assign them to our students who have missed out the opportunity because of few issues here and there and would want to do the exam because for you, you are there, you have the voucher ready and you're not doing what is required of you. You're not following instructions. So we shall be very strict with that. Kindly just do everything that is required on you before the deadline. Thank you. I'll stop recording from there.
Excuse me, Mr. Sen.